It's no longer a secret, Mason Mount is leaving Chelsea, and as if that's not bad enough for the club and fans, he is joining Manchester United. Someone hand Chelsea fans a handkerchief right now. No one saw this coming. Mount was Chelsea's next Frank Lampard. He was the future of the club. It was almost unthinkable 12 months ago when signing a new deal was said to be a top priority for the player and club. But you know what? Things change fast, and 12 months is quite a long time. Despite having a year left on his current deal at Stamford Bridge, Mount has decided to walk through the exit door, trading Stamford Bridge for Old Trafford. You know what they say about life, everything happens for a reason. In Mount's case, what's the story behind his move? Let's take a walk together. Mount has been Chelsea Player of the Year twice in a row, underlining his importance for the club. He was instrumental in the Blues Champions League win in 2021. Despite all this, though, the midfielder has remained one of the lowest earners at the club, pocketing around £100,000 per week. And even though the players' camp and the club started the negotiations as early as a year ago, the two parties have failed to reach an agreement. Mount was unhappy with the club's stance on wages and contract length, which led to the talks breaking down. He also supposedly needed assurances over playing time, as the club kept trading managers this past season. The Englishman felt he was underappreciated despite being one of the key players at the club, which has been like his home. After all, he has been at the club since he was 6 years old. Chelsea's last offer, said to be £200,000 a week, came too little too late, as Mount had already made up his mind and was ready to quit. Interestingly, this is the exact amount the midfielder will reportedly earn at Manchester United. Perhaps it's not all about the money. Maybe he is in search of glory, and Manchester United could offer exactly that. The Manchester club is a team on the rise. Erik ten Hag has done tremendous work in his first season in charge, winning United's first trophy in 6 years and coming within a goal of winning the FA Cup, whilst also qualifying for next season's Champions League, and generally, United seems to be playing well. He has also proven that not only does he have a superior tactical nous, but that he is also a motivator of men and has perfected the art of getting the best out of them. Most of the players whose careers seem to have hit a wall, including Marcus Rashford, seem to be enjoying life again, and you got to admit that the Red Devils are playing better now than they were before the Dutchman's arrival. The club's fans are optimistic that this coming season will be better. In comparison, Chelsea seems stuck in transition. The Blues finished 12th in the league last time out, and they have a major rebuilding to do. And despite having hugely talented young players, it could take some time before they become a functioning team. And perhaps Mount believes his chances of winning more silverware lie elsewhere, and particularly at Old Trafford. Ten Hag's plan for Mount could also be another key reason for the England international believing he will be better off in Manchester, and after listening to the plan, he was sold. The Dutchman is said to be chasing a midfielder that can be used as a hybrid number 8 or 10 that presses hard with plenty of energy off the ball and can contribute in the attacking third. That certainly fits the bill for Mason Mount. Mount's runs in the final third in particular are impressive. The Englishman likes to make runs in the channels, then overlaps a winger over fullback, and crosses or cuts back into the box. A dream for a center forward. His ability to strike the ball well around the box will also give United an extra dimension when looking to break down low blocks. United saw an increase in off-ball runs into the box under Ten Hag this past season, and Mount's ability in this area will particularly be helpful for someone like Jadon Sancho, who thrives with runners around him and has the capability to play clever passes into space. Mount's versatility is perhaps another reason he was picked up by Ten Hag. The 24-year-old is comfortable in both the left and right channels, and could easily so pick up positions on that right channel when Antony inverts more infield. We have seen it before when he switched from operating more in left channel under Lampard to right channel under Tuchel. And of course, he is an intense presser who can fit perfectly alongside Bruno Fernandes as two number 8s, probably taking Christian Eriksen's place with Casemiro just behind them. Perhaps a promise for more playing time could have played a role in turning Mount's mind. You see, the midfielder did not have a good season this past campaign, partially because of a disjointed Chelsea side that was woeful for the better part. For this reason, and also for the fact that the Blues have tens of players who needed playing time, Mount's playing time was reduced drastically, finding himself in and out of the team for the entirety of the season. With a new manager coming in and his place perhaps not guaranteed guaranteed, Mount could have found solace in assurances at United that he will be used regularly, particularly because Ten Hag wants a player in his mold. Mount clearly feels let down by the Blues, and with chaos still reigning at the Stamford Bridge outfit, he is craving for a fresh start elsewhere. Not even the new boss Mauricio Pochettino, who is said to be a big fan of the midfielder, could have had him change his mind. At his best, Mount is the perfect midfielder, all round, and the numbers are there to prove this. For instance, since the start of the 2017-18 season, Mount is the only Chelsea player to score 20-plus goals and get 20-plus assists in the Premier League. And despite the new signings, the Blues will miss the midfielder, who many fans considered one of their own. His exit brings back the memories of Juan Mata, who also left Chelsea for United back in 2013, despite having been Chelsea Player of the Year twice prior to his move, and was the team's creative engine. There is no denying the midfielder's game has regressed over the past year, but one could argue that it was just a bad season, where the whole team was disjointed, playing under 3 different managers. But for a player like Mount, who has an enviable skill set and such a promising future in the game, Chelsea have really dropped the ball on this one. Do you think Mount will bang it for Manchester United? Let us know in the comments.